You want to take the high road, and sometimes it's hard. But when it comes to family, I mean, Kanye and I will always be family.
Oh man, yeah, this is a great picture. Great job. You see, he just looks so unhappy. Sorry guys, I'm just experiencing some schadenfreude here. So again, you can be like a multi-billionaire, right? You can be a multi-billionaire. You get married in 2022, guys, or you know whenever. I think Kanye got married like 10 years ago or 6 years ago, whatever. You get married, and 6 years later, the slap. You know, the slap comes. Ridiculous.
And with that, Kim ripped away the shroud of secrecy about the fallout of her billion-dollar divorce from Kanye and how their 4 kids.
The younger one.
Again, she says, family is the most important thing. So important that you would break up a family of 4 children. Again, you knew the guy was an unstable parent. You knew the guy was a, you know, creative genius, multi-billionaire, world traveler type guy. A jet setter. You knew that. And despite knowing this, you chose not only to marry the guy, not only to live with the guy, but to have not 1, not 2, 4 children with the guy. You chose that. You gave the guy the greatest honor you can give a man, which is to have his children. You did that. And then you then complain that the guy is an unstable parent, even though it's pretty obvious that that's the type of person he's going to be, considering the options he has, the resources he has, the behavior he has, etc. Then you complain and divorce the guy. And who suffers? Well, obviously the man suffers, but even worse than the man suffering is the children. And here, guys, let this be a lesson to you. If you choose a girl who does what Kim did, right? For, you know, to have your children, this is the very likely result. Because Kim represents exactly the strong, empowered woman that womanism wants women to be in 2022 in the West, right? She represents exactly women like this. And so if you're going to get with a girl like this, you know, who is very attention-seeking, you know, wants the attention of every man, you know, is obsessed about fame and, you know, getting as much attention and pictures on her and focus on her as possible. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have a bad time. You can't be making decisions like this and expect to have a good long-term future. It's not going to happen. But here's what's more, and I explained this in the last video as well. We can learn a lot about, you know, the difference between what women say and what they do here, right? So who did she choose to marry? Did she choose a regular old guy, or did she choose one of literally the richest men on the planet? Did she choose a stable guy or an interesting guy? Did she and have his children? Like, you tell me, guys. 4 children. All right, let's continue.
Don't understand as much, but as far as with my 2 older ones, they know what's going on, and you have to just really be there for them.
Again, guys, the outcomes for children of single parents are much worse than the outcomes of children in stable families, right? You just have to be there for them. Well, I mean, you could have stuck by your husband through thick and thin like you promised in your marriage vows, but no, we're not going to do that because I'm not fully happy. And I know, like, full happiness is an impossibility, but I want to be 99.9% happy 99.9% of the time. It's just, guys, you cannot make this crap up. Like, just utterly ridiculous.
No matter what.
Kim's new interview comes after his onslaught of social media out.
Okay. Okay, so here are some posts by Kanye. Please bring our family back together. Since this is my first divorce, I need to know, what should I do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will? Thank you guys for the support of my family. My family means more to me than any other accomplishment in life. If anyone loves me and my family, if you see something in real life, scream at the loser at the top of your lungs and say, Kimye forever. Broken heart. So again, this is the result of, like, choosing the wrong woman to be the bearer of your children. Like, I mean, what more needs to be said? And it's sad. Hello and welcome to heliosblog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, hit the sub, hit off the notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content, patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. Let's continue.
And disturbing music videos aimed at his ex and her new love.
Kanye and I have had conversations. We have to talk daily for the kids. So, you know, I hate that it had to play out like that.
Again, like, it didn't have to play out like that. You chose a guy that was unstable, then you complain that he's unstable and divorce him. Well, how about you choose a guy that's stable so the children you have with man X don't suffer in the disastrous aftermath of this. You couldn't predict that a guy who's unstable and like Kanye would be an unstable father. I mean, there you go, right? And how about you? Like a girl like you, strong and independent, like, who wants a man to be in her frame. You think picking Kanye will have a man that's in your frame? Of course not, right? This is just like a disaster from both sides, right? And who suffers? Of course, you and the husband suffer a little. But who suffers a lot? The children suffer. Ridiculous.
I want my kids to be happy and
if you wanted your children to be happy, you would have stuck with your husband, as the Bible says you should do, as, you know, culture says you should do, as any good mother would tell you need to do, any good grandmother. Your Armenian heritage would say that you should stick with your partner and have a stable, good family. But no, right? Instead, this is the result. I'm so sad I had to play out that way. Like you had no responsibility, like you have no accountability in the situation. Ridiculous.
healthy and think the world of their dad. And they do.
Kim sat down with ABC's Robin Roberts to promote her family's new Hulu series out April 14th.
It is really hard with Kanye. He told me my career's over.
And as the publicity blitz moved from prime time to late night, Kim confessed to Kimmel she has a keepsake from her very first kiss with Pete Davidson on SNL.
Actually, for Valentine's Day, he got me the rug and the whole outfits.
He did?
And the little genie lady.
Oh.
Yeah.
Disaster. So, I mean, what needs to be said? What more needs to be said? Like, look at how much attention she's getting, right? Imagine you're married to your girl and one of the ex-guys that was with her sends her that picture. How would you feel? Imagine that. Like, what a total unmitigated disaster. Guys, like, I don't know what to tell you. We're not out here marrying like girls like this.
Courtney also broke news on her not secret anymore Vegas wedding-ish to Travis Barker.
There was no, like, possibility
Sketchy.
to get a marriage license at that hour. It was 2 a.m. and they were like, it opens at 8 o'clock.
So you wanted to get married for real,
We did, yeah.
but were unable to get married for real.
Yes.
One Love Wedding Chapel owner Marty Frierson gave our Katie Krause a virtual tour, and this detail.
And no family members there. No Kim Kardashian, no Khloe, no kids.
The people that were with them, like, they all had iPhones.
And now we know why.
I was on FaceTime.
You were on FaceTime. You knew it was
I
happening.
was sleeping. Put it in the group chat. Like, oh, hey guys, by the way, I got married last night.
Disaster. Just, I don't even know what to tell you guys. Like, I mean, do I even need to comment on this? Like, this is... like, this is a total mess. Like, womanism, great job. Right? Like, great job. So many strong, independent women out here. So great. So empowered. So lovely. That's... like, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if... okay, let's continue.
Not to be outdone, Khloe got candid about her on-again, off-again relationship with Tristan Thompson.
He's just not the guy for me.
As she revealed this secret about their daughter True's birth. 4 years ago next week.
When he cheated on me right before I gave birth, and I was able to still have him in the delivery room. And so, yes, it might have looked strange to the outside world, but when...
Yeah, so what's the point, guys? Who are the guys that these strong, independent women are choosing, right? Is it the nice guys or the guys that are going to cheat on them the day that they're giving birth? You see what I'm saying? On again, off again. Hot guy who's fun and interesting and, not loyal? Or Beta Billy? Like, guys, you can see it. Don't watch their words, watch their actions. These are the guys that they're choosing. Like, that's just it. All right, let's go to article by Rollo Tomasi. You've been with how many girls? So again, Godfather of the Red Pill, look it up. It's The Rational Male, okay? So rational reader Poker ran this one by me recently. I've been seeing this girl and we've slept together a few times. Today in bed I got asked, how many girls have you been with? And why won't you be my friend on Facebook? How many girls question? Here's how I handled it. Would love to know if you think this was handled properly using cocky funny attitude. I don't tell that. Her, more or less than 20. I have some freedom of information forms in the car. You should fill one out and you'll get your answer in 20 years. Don't you want to know how many guys I've been with? No. Iron rule of Tomasi number 2. Never under pain of death, honestly or dishonestly reveal the number of women you've slept with or explain any detail of your bedroom fun experiences with them to a current lover. The single most disastrous move a man can make is to overtly describe past bedroom fun experiences and or give a number, accurate or not, to how many women he's been with. The simple act, whether you offered the information or she dragged it out of you, always comes off as pretentiousness and is often the catalyst for an avalanche of emotional resentment, if not outright emotional blackmail. This is a rookie mistake that will only take you once to learn. If a woman puts you on the spot by directly asking you for this information, always sidestep this covertly. Cocky and funny works wonders in the situation and still keeps the air of mystery and challenge. How many girls have you been with? You're my first, actually. Really, how many girls have you been with? You mean tonight? Come on, how many girls have you been with? You know, I really lost count after 500. When a woman asks you this question, she's seeking confirmation of what she already suspects. Never give her the satisfaction. When a woman resorts to overt communication, she's generally exhausted her patience to be covert, and this is a desperation tactic. While this scenario may be fraught with potential disaster, it's also an opportunity to encourage her imagination and prompt some competition anxiety. How many girls have you been with? I have an idea. Let's have bedroom fun, and you can tell me how many girls you think I've been with, okay? A lot of game rookies think that since they've only been with 1 or 2 women in their lives, that it's, where's the harm in being open, honest, and giving full disclosure? Like most betas, they bought the open communication is the secret to a good relationship meme long ago, so the impulse to be upfront is their default response. They tend not to see the utility in keeping that information or being ambiguous about it, and how it plants a seed of competition anxiety. When she knows she's your first, you've just abdicated the frame to her in any kind of relationship. Second, if she's your 9th, then every girl up to 8 becomes a stamp in her collection to use against you in the first fight you have. Every date you take on her wonders, did he take number 6 here too? It's as if you cheated on her with every previous girl up to her. I should also add this is the first question a borderline personality disorder woman would ask you so she can feel horrible about herself for not measuring up to your standards and drag you into an emotional hell pit with her. So there you go. Okay, back to the video.
When my daughter watches my home videos of it, those videos are going to be as pure and perfect as I was able to make them.
And there was one last not so surprising detail about the Kim we met way back when.
Hi, Extra. I'm Kim Kardashian.
When I first started my career, I would have done anything like to be famous. I'm so open and honest about the fact that I loved being famous.
Literally. And again, would you guys date a girl that was that attention seeking? Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that so many girls on Instagram are doing just this. They're all trying to be Kim. She literally started this trend. So guys, if your girl is like a clone of Kim, I don't know what to tell you, other than she might have a similar outcome in life to her. And I don't mean marrying a rich guy. I mean divorce and misery and hurting the children.
Thank you for watching. If you want...
All right. Sorry, I clicked on some weird thing. Closing that. Next.
Textbook definition of a toxic person. But that's not the end of
Disaster.
it. Kim obviously didn't listen to Kanye, and she still got married to Chris. But
Right, so, okay, here's the story. So, Kim and Kanye were actually friends, quote unquote, before she got married to some other guy. So, again, it's the don't worry about him, he's just a friend tactic, right? Except your friend is a billionaire. Like, guys, you can't make this shit up. It's such a disaster. Oh, man.
But when Kanye didn't make it to the guest list, Humphries started getting suspicious.
Uh-oh.
Why wasn't he there if he was such a close family friend, as Kim claimed?
Literally.
Could it be because he was more than a friend?
Exactly.
These are only rumors, but what did happen was that only a few weeks after her wedding with Chris, Kim went to have dinner with Kanye, and
Oh! I'm just going on a dinner with a friend. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And then she sleeps with a guy, she cheats on her husband, breaks up with him, marries Kanye, and then later on repeats the exact same pattern. What a surprise, guys. It's almost as though that adage actually applies. If she cheats on you with a guy, you know, while she's with a guy, she'll cheat on you with a guy. So, if she cheats to be with you, she'll cheat to break with you as well. Because she's shown that she's capable of that kind of behavior. That's not the kind of behavior that you reward with marriage, especially if you're a multi-billionaire and multiple children. Disaster.
and she purposefully hid her wedding ring from the rapper.
Literally, she hid her wedding ring from Kanye. And why would she do that? Well, she hid her wedding ring because she wanted the guy to get the impression that he had a shot. Which, I mean, clearly he did. So...
We wonder how Chris would have felt about that if he had known. Kim and Kanye...
Oh! Okay, guys, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that video. Let's go back to that. Let's watch the body language here. Are you ready? Let's watch the body language here. The guy goes in for the kiss. The girl goes in, doesn't kiss the guy, and then pulls away. Ha ha ha! You want to kiss me? Ha ha! Who has the frame of the relationship? You see? Don't worry about him. He's just a friend. That is what happens when you're a beta to the girl. And this guy is a very handsome guy, so it's just so ridiculous. Guys, there's the another adage of game, which is be attractive, don't be unattractive, right? So this guy's clearly attractive, like no one can doubt that, and he's also super tall. But don't be unattractive. Well, clearly he's missing that.
Kim and Kanye obviously felt great because Kim ended up divorcing her new husband after only 72 days of marriage.
You cannot make this crap up. Like, again. And then these girls out here, so many girls in 2022, they want to act like Kim. They want to be like Kim. They want to be her. The Instagram models, quote unquote. And what are their outcomes, right? Where have all the good men gone? You know, why can't I just find a good man? The good men are back in your 20s where you left them, Kim. Although she said, I would have done anything to be famous at 20, right? And she's been open and honest about that. Yeah, that sort of behavior is I don't know if you were watching a few videos ago, right? Where there was an older man that got asked, like, would you date an OnlyFans girl? And his response is, not for me. Just calmly, right? Not for me. Not for me.
Shortly after that, she started actually dating Kanye.
So again, if you're together with a girl, right? She breaks up with you and 2 days later she's with another guy. She was with that guy the whole time. Oh, and there's more. Yeah. What's more is, I mean, the sketchy behavior of cheating, like, you know, on another guy to be with you is telling, right? Man. Anyway, let's continue.
I believe that this timing here is incredibly suspicious.
Yeah,
I wonder how
I'll
Kanye
say.
didn't take Kim's attempts to hide her ring as a red flag. Someone who hides their wedding ring after only a few days of the ceremony is also kind of toxic.
I mean, they said it, not me, right? Oh man. I mean, it just shows you what her wedding ring meant to her, right? So a lot of these girls, right, in 2022 especially, they get married not because they love you, not because they care, not because you know, they have any commitment to their wedding vows. It's just security. It's she has you, right? Which means she has access to your resources, she has access to your validation, she has access to your commitment, and she knows it without a shadow of a doubt, right? And just like in that example by Rollo, right? Like, don't reveal your end count. Same idea here, right? Like it's you want to maintain that aura of mystery, right? Yeah, that's just it. It's a similar thing. Once she knows she has you, that's it. Like, she's bored. On to the next. That's 2022, guys. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you if you think that these girls are sugar spice and everything nice. Obviously, there are many good women out there, but I mean, in 2022, to say that there aren't women that are going to screw you over like Kim screwed over her husband, I mean, yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Either way, 2012 would mark the official start of a long romance between Kim and Kanye. A romance full of drama, scandals, and babies. A control freak. Off to a bad start, there were things about Kim that Kanye absolutely hated. Can you guess the first one? Rumor has it that Kanye refused to watch Kim's famous tape when they were only friends, but once they became a couple, he became strongly reluctant to even think about it. According to sources close to him.
Yeah, no man wants to be with a girl that every other man has had. And when the girl has a literal bedroom fun tape, and guys, like, millions of men have watched it, I mean, what do you think, guys? You want to marry that? Of course he would want to not watch that, because it's psychologically repulsive, obviously, which is why it's hilarious to me that he would marry her, right?
To him, Kanye told all his friends and his team that the sole mention of the tape was off limits. Considering that the tape was released without Kim's consent and that it's the biggest regret of her life, it's perfectly understandable.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No further comments, as that is too spicy for YouTube. Let's continue.
That Kanye doesn't want to have anything to do with it. But that didn't stop him from mentioning that same tape in his 2012 song Clique, where he wrote, "My girl is superstar, all from a home movie." So it looks like Kanye is possessive enough to ban the subject at home, but not enough to profit from it in front of the entire world. Hypocrite much? As if that red flag wasn't bright enough, Kanye soon started showing some really concerning attitudes to his new girlfriend. In an episode of KUWTK from 2012, Kanye raided Kim's closet and left her in tears after throwing out almost 250 pairs of her shoes. After that, he told her that she had the worst style. Red flag? Maybe...
What? Like, no, this isn't coming off as controlling, although I might understand why he threw away the heels. Are they the kind of heels that maybe a lady of the night would wear? Yeah, anyway. Okay, let's continue.
Kim didn't realize this at the time, but Kanye's controlling and mean behaviors were piling up alarmingly. But the relationship kept going, and in May 2014, the two ended up getting married in an over-the-top ceremony in Italy. Once the honeymoon was over, Kanye's outdated ideas about women continued to pop up here and there. You may remember the 2019 Met Gala, when Kim wore this beautiful Mugler dress. The whole world agreed that she looked iconic, but what did Kanye have to say about that? In an episode of KUWTK, the rapper went ahead and addressed how uncomfortable Kim's dress made him feel. He told...
Right, because it's... No man wants to be with a girl that every other man has had, and who's advertising herself to every other man even though you're with her. Yeah, I can totally understand. And it's really funny that it says outdated ideas about women. It's not outdated to want your girl to yourself. I mean, in 2022, maybe it is, right? Like, girls can be promiscuous, but guys can't, right? Like, that kind of behavior is, like, terrible for maintaining long-term relationships. Again, I don't understand why Kanye even associated with a girl like this if she has a past. Woman's past, like, okay, not just woman. for everyone, past behavior is the best indicator of future behavior, right? The stuff they've done in the past will tell you what they're going to do in the future, right? So, I mean, there you go. All right, let's go on the relationship advice subreddit. We're going to finish the episode with this story here. BF feels uncomfortable that I'm meeting my ex for our shared pets. My boyfriend is uncomfortable of me meeting my ex. My ex and I are sharing our pets that we had when we were together. My ex was traveling and doing a few things at his place this month, so I've been keeping the dogs for over a month now. I'm letting my ex borrow a few tools, so he's coming to my place to pick up. And I assumed he would come in and see the dogs. I asked my BF, can my ex come over to grab the tools and say hi to the pups? My BF said, it is your place, so you decide, but he's uncomfortable for me and my ex staying inside by ourselves. Then he was upset because he felt like I'm not asking for his opinion but simply informing him. He thinks I'm not caring about his answer, and why even bother to ask him? I said, I'm asking you because I would want to know your thoughts, reasons, and we can talk about options. My BF still thinks I don't care about his feelings and will simply keep doing whatever I think is right. I did say it is an adult way to not have a problem with your BF and ex meeting just for their animals. Now my BF blocked my number because he's upset. I don't know if he's breaking up with me or just needs some time. Well, at least the boyfriend had a backbone. So obviously, we're not out here with girls that have, like, this is plausible deniability garbage, right? Like, the excuse is, we just share the pets. He's just gonna come in to see the pets and pet the pups, right? Like, we're not out here allowing our girl to meet up with her exes one-on-one in their apartment alone. What? Why is the ex even friends? Sorry, why is the girlfriend even friends with her ex? Again, it's the, don't worry, he's just a friend. Don't worry, we dated in the past. Don't worry, we're just friends now. Everything's okay, everything's fine. No. Hard no. Recreational use only for girls that are behaving like this. Just ridiculous. Let's look at the top comment here. 176. So you want to hang around your ex alone at your place and expect your boyfriend to just accept it? You don't care for his feelings because he expressed himself and you dismissed it immediately by saying not have a problem with meeting your ex, doesn't matter, because meeting the ex should not be a priority of your current BF. And also she tried to shame the boyfriend, right? She's like, it's an adult thing to do to let me just meet one of my friends who you happen to be having bedroom fun with at an earlier time. Just so ridiculous, man. Anyway, guys, we're going to end the episode there. Again, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content, patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier, any level of support is appreciated. Again, guys, if you took the time out of your busy day to listen to my video to the end, you're wonderful. What more can I say? I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.